Send things over to George Lagogianes. Georgie.
Good evening. Thank you. York Region Council holding a special meeting today to expedite a mandatory mask policy to help mitigate the transmission of COVID-19. And here with the preview is the Mayor of Vaughan, Maurizio Bevilacqua. Good morning, Mr. Mayor.
George, good morning.
So we've seen, I'm sorry?
A very important meeting today.
It sure is. Now, let's talk about how it's going to work, the technicalities here. We've seen pretty much unanimous or near unanimous votes to greenlight this in many regions now. When it comes to York, does it have to pass a vote, or is it an extension of existing emergency orders like it is in Durham, for example?
It's going to be, we're going to vote on it. But I think, George, with anything in life, you need, context is very important. When you consider the war against COVID-19, it is very important that we utilize whatever we have in our arsenal, and a mask is part of that. You think of a mask, but I also think of, the transmission, spreading of COVID-19, making sure that we're doing all that we can to defeat COVID-19. And so to me, today's meeting is important to understand the entire context of the mask and the role it can play against the fight against, COVID-19. But at the end of the day, I want to listen to people, but at the end of the day, I've made up my mind. I think that it's the least that we can do to help each other out here during this fight.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, there has been some resistance out there to wearing them, right? For medical reasons, that makes sense. But why do you think that the mask has become so political? It's kind of, for some people, it's become a hill to die on.
Well, it shouldn't be political. Right now, what we need to do is this global pandemic, as humanity, we need to really be there for one another. And the reality is this: look, a mask is not going to it reduces, I should say, the spread of COVID-19. It's a very simple concept, but an effective way and measure to reduce it. And I think we should do that. We should do that for our families. We should do that for our community members. We should do the responsible thing. And George, look how easy it is to put it on, right? It took me approximately 1 second, but this 1 second can help my neighbors, my friends. We can save lives. Why not do it?
That's exactly the thing, because you know what? We try to frame it as a health and safety item, but it's not like seat belts or helmets that protect yourself. It's protecting others. It's like drunk driving or secondhand smoke. If you care about your neighbor, put on the mask, right?
And George, at the end of the day, what defines an enlightened, cultured society are those societies that understand that we're in this fight together, that we must save each other's lives. This is really what humanity ought to be about. This is about the higher frequency of life, understanding that we must love each other, be compassionate with each other, be caring in the best tradition of Canadian citizenship. This, to me, is what this mask is all about. It's about making sure that we are in this together and manifesting it in a way that it's significant, meaningful, and truly embraces our fight against COVID-19.
As always, beautifully articulated. Mayor Bevilacqua, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. And good luck with the vote today, okay?
Thank you so much. Be well. Stay safe.
Okay, Pooja, actually, it's over to you.
Yeah, some lighter news.